Hi guys, today I'm on my way to London and we're going up to London for a very special reason, but what I thought I would do is bring you along with me and give you my 5 things that I'm going to be looking for at the ATA eBusiness and S1000D User Forum in Amsterdam. So we've now arrived at London Victoria and it's actually quite busy, so now we have to go through the ticket barrier. Security is heightened, as you know, recent events here in the UK, and we'll catch you on the other side of the barriers. Okay, so I'm in London, and why am I here? Because we've booked Jamie to come to Amsterdam with me, and we actually realised at the last moment that his passport has expired, so we've had to book what is known as an emergency appointment at the passport office. And we thought what we would do is do our 5 reasons why I'm going to the Amsterdam show, and the 5 reasons and the 5 things that I'd like to see when we go to the conference in Amsterdam. So Jamie's actually in there right now trying to sort out his passport, and I'm outside gonna go get myself a coffee somewhere and start talking about the 5 things that I'm hoping to see in Amsterdam. Behind me is Westminster Abbey. You can't quite see it, we'll go there for the next one. Is that behind me we've got Westminster Abbey, but behind that we've got Big Ben, and we'll go there. But what am I going to be looking for in Amsterdam? Well, number one, first and foremost, I'm going to be looking for the vendors that are supporting issue 4.2 of the S1000D specification. That's because I'm supporting some customers right now that are going to be using 4.2, and I know that there are some contracts coming up that are going to be stipulating 4.2, so that's going to be number one. But also in the same kind of vein, I'm going to be looking for the most innovative, or the innovation changes that are coming out of the vendor network. I really want to see what is changing, who is driving forward technology, who is embracing technology. So innovation and issue 4.2 are the things that I would really like to see. But what we'll do is we'll walk on down past the hall here, or the Abbey, sorry, I don't want to downgrade it, and we'll carry on up towards Big Ben. I'm going to walk on over towards the Houses of Parliament, and nice statues of Oliver Cromwell, and of course some lovely scaffolding. But we're going to walk on down now. So this is kind of, and if nobody's ever been to London before, this is Westminster, it's the city. So this is where you've now got the MOD, Ministry of Defence building, you've got Downing Street, which we'll go down to shortly, and Big Ben is now chiming for us on cue. So number two, what am I looking for when I go to Amsterdam is I am looking for some interesting presentations on the agenda. Now, if I'm perfectly honest, I looked at the draft agenda, and for me the S1000D track is nothing more than a copy and paste from Seville, which is a little bit disappointing. There's nothing really new there. However, the ATA track looks really interesting, which is where I will probably spend most of my time. I'm a little bit disappointed with the S1000D track. It's the same presentations from the same people that pretty much presented in Seville. I hope that's changed by the time we get there. If not, then my time will be in the ATA track, which I'm actually looking forward to. So I'm now stood right, I think this is Westminster Bridge, this one's called, and you can see that the Houses of Parliament right behind us, and as you spin around, this is the River Thames, there's Jamie, and we have other parts of London over there, the Millennium Wheel or the London Eye or whatever it's called these days. Of course, we all love this place. My favourite people, John Garr. So as you can tell, here in the UK right now we have heightened security. In fact, there's Downing Street, you can see it down there. You can see the black building, that's where Theresa lives. But here right now in London, we've just been commenting that London is really quiet. We haven't seen it this quiet in years. We don't live very far away from London, so we can get up here quite regularly. But this is a bank holiday weekend, and it is really quiet. We expected it to be much busier than this today. But yeah, heightened security. We've got soldiers on the gates with the police. There's soldiers everywhere at the moment. So yeah, difficult times. But yeah, this is Downing Street. Okay, so we're now outside Buckingham Palace, and those of you who know anything about Buckingham Palace know that if the Union Jack is flying, which it is, it means the Queen is not home. If she is flying the Royal Banner, then she is home. So she's not in today, so we can't go in for a cup of tea. But what's the next thing that I'm looking for when we go to Amsterdam? Please, no more bike data. I think we're all bike dataed out. We don't want to see any more bike data. Why? Because it really isn't a real indication of how standards and specifications can be pulled together. The reality is that you would not use something like S1000D to document something like a push bike. I know it's only showing principles, but try to show something that's a little bit more meaningful in the context of where we would use these standards and specifications. I know, as I said, that they're only trying to show principles and process, but we are all bored to the back teeth of bike data. Anyway, from Buckingham Palace, we're going to move on round to New Scotland Yard, and then we can go and have a bite to eat. Finally guys, we're at the Hard Rock Cafe, and hopefully you can hear me. It's a little bit loud in here. We are enjoying a nice American style burger and a few, we call them chips, you guys might call them fries. Now the last thing I'm looking forward to in Amsterdam is seeing lots of old friends, colleagues and customers. I know that a lot of them are going to be there, and I've had some messages from some of my old customers saying they'd like to sit down and have a drink and something to eat, so looking forward to that. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of London this morning whilst we're up here getting Jamie's passport. We're going to take a walk down Knightsbridge, which is where Harrods and those places are. I'll take some more footage and we'll maybe put some of that in as well. If you're in Amsterdam, do come and say hi, do say hello. If you give me your business card, I'll give you a copy of the magazine. Really simple. Now I'm going to go and enjoy my burger.